Okay, have you ever been forced to end a friendship or divorce a friend? It could be just as painful as ending a romantic relationship.
Can be.
But our next guest believes you can do it with minimal drama. She is the author of this book, Choosing Me Before We. Welcome back, Christine Arylo.
Good to see you again, Christine. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So much drama associated with divorcing friends?
Well, letting go of a friendship is hard, right? It hurts, it's painful, it's confusing, and it feels really personal. Because it is.
Yeah.
I mean, friendships are just as intimate as the romantic relationships that we have. And then you throw on top of that whole like BFF factor, right? Best friends forever.
Yeah.
Right.
So we feel like we have to have friendships and they have to be forever, but it doesn't work that way. You know, we grow and we change, and so our friendships should grow and change along the way too.
Yeah, when a BFF becomes a BSF, it's time to let go, right?
What's a BSF?
What's BSF?
Well, not... Maybe not your best friend forever.
Okay.
A different kind of friend.
Well, and it puts a lot of pressure, that whole best friend thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you're my best friend ever. I mean, I don't even use the word anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I talk about I have really good friends, but why do I have to have a best friend?
Right.
But the range of emotions, as you pointed out, that we go through, it can be similar to going through an actual divorce from a spouse.
It's
or a
almost
partner.
exactly the same. I mean, I know I've been through that myself, where I've been devastated when a friendship has ended, and it's really hurt. And I don't think we give ourselves enough time and credit to actually process those kinds of feelings. We're just supposed to move on, right? But that's not true.
So when do you know it's time to divorce a friend?
Well, I think what's really important is that every relationship should make your life better, and it should also help you be a better person. So if it's not doing those two things, that's a clear indication. So we've all had that friend, right, that was kind of toxic or was draining or was really kind of mean to us. Those are sure signs. If they're not respecting you, you have to choose me before we.
I've been in that, and I still wanted to be her friend. But then she ended up divorcing me, and I'm happier in the end.
Well, you were relieved.
I just rhymed. That's a poem.
And it's just like any romantic relationship, right? Why do we stay in those?
We
and it's
just
the
hang
same.
on to them.
Well, we don't want to be rejected.
Yeah,
You know,
or
who wants to
something
be
like that,
rejected?
Or you
It's
just want
tough.
everybody to like you, get along with everybody, even though you know it's toxic. So.
And we were friends, so we have to stay friends forever.
Right.
And that's just a misnomer that you want to just kind of erase.
Right. So let's talk about breaking up with a friend. What can we do? The first thing you say is be honest.
You have to be honest, and this is a hard one, but if you're not honest, there's no way to actually create the friendships you want. So if you're not happy, get honest with yourself first. What am I not happy about? What's not working? What do I really want? And then go to your friend and tell them, hey, this is why I'm not happy. Can you be this kind of friend to me?
Now, I have known that I've wanted to do that, but I've been afraid of hurting the other person's feelings, you know, letting them down, and so I've taken the coward's way out and let them stay in my life too long.
Yeah, and a lot of people do that. We have to be nice, right? It's not nice not to be someone's friend, and then we stay friends out of obligation and out of guilt, but you're actually doing them a disservice and you, because they're sucking energy off of you, and also they're cluttering up your friendship closet. When you have friends in there that you don't really want to be friends with, it doesn't open up the space for the friends you really do want to come in.
Yeah, you can't even spend, you know, there's not enough time to spend time with the friends you want to spend time with. So another way to divorce a friend, don't blame.
Don't blame, don't point fingers. Be vulnerable enough to say to the person, this isn't how I'm feeling, this isn't why I'm happy. And if you can't be honest, are you really friends with that person? If you can't express your feelings?
And we have to know who the people are we really want to be our friends, right? What kinds of people?
You do. I think everyone should have a friendship mantra. I did this a couple years ago. I went to the ocean and I actually wrote out 3 whole paragraphs on the women and men I wanted in my life. And they just started to appear, and the ones that didn't fit ended up kind of moving out of my life. So if you don't know who you want in your life, how are you supposed to figure out if the friends you have are a good fit? You wouldn't date or marry somebody without knowing that, right?
Yeah,
okay.
that's true.
What about friendship expectations?
This is a big one. I think one of the biggest reasons we're unhappy in friendships is because our expectations are off. So not all friends are created equal. You know, you have your soul sisters and brothers, you're the closest you share your life. Then you have people who you just share a good time with. And you also have people, I call them your affectionate aficionados. They're people who you share a common, you know, interest with, kids, cycling, whatever. And then there's the original class, people who you share a history with. Know your expectations for each one of those levels and know where your friends fit in.
That's good.
I have trouble with that, what I call the second tier of friendship. These aren't close, intimate friends, but they've been in my life and they think they're my best friends, and they're, you know, really people I may not necessarily want to spend a lot of time with. So how do you cut that cord?
Well, I mean,
how do you say to someone, you know, you're not my best friend?
Well, that's probably not how I would start the conversation, Spencer. But I think, you know, again, it doesn't have to be some big dramatic conversation, especially with that level of friendship, the good time people. You just connect with them when you want to, and don't feel guilty. If you don't want to see them every holiday, if you don't want to see them every weekend, just don't. But be honest when they call.
Yeah.
You know, don't make excuses. Don't not answer the phone. Just tell them the truth.
Okay.
Now, sometimes divorcing friends, which makes it really hard, is you're all in the same group. You know, you have mutual good friends. You're in the same posse. So what happens there? I mean, what with the other friends too? I mean, do they have to choose sides? I mean, what happens?
No, it doesn't have to be all dramatic like that. You know, we're not in 5th grade anymore. But you just have to, again, in a posse, you're going to have the people who you're closest to and the people who you're not. And so again, you can also self-select. Just because the posse's going out, if that person's going, either don't go, or, you know, hang out with the women or men that you do like.
Right. Okay.
Skip the drama.
It all makes perfect sense.
It does.
So we just have to find the courage to skip the drama.
We're all still 5 years old and 7. I mean, we're all still on the playground when it comes to our friendships.
It's true.
Choosing Me Before We. More information on the book on our website. Christina
Thanks so
Arylo.
much, Christy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.